I'll admit this at the beginning of this video. I am neither a fan of Ohio State nor Michigan. Matter of fact, the only time that you will ever see me rooting for Ohio State is during the game. That's right. I dislike Michigan far more than I don't actually care about Ohio State. Ohio State's a good team. Brian Day is who he is. But I've had a dislike of Michigan since the 98 Heisman race. I really have. What ESPN did for Charles Woodson, and it's not Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson was an amazing football player. I just didn't think that he deserved the Heisman Trophy. And okay, I'm a Tennessee redneck, and Peyton Manning, I will always say, deserved that trophy. But let me tell you something. One of the funnest games that I've ever had the fortune to get to watch, now I had to watch it on videotape, you couldn't watch it live, was when App State went into the Big House, first game of the season, and beat Michigan that one year. Hey, I am not a fan of either, like I said, but Michigan, I'm the exact opposite of a fan. I don't hate them, but I really don't like them. Ryan Day is taking the number one team in the nation, the Ohio State Buckeyes, into the Big House. They are 11-0. They have done some amazing things this year. Julian Sand has just stepped up in so many ways, and I like what I'm seeing there. Michigan Wolverines, with what Sherrone Moore is doing, they're 9-2. They're number 15 in the nation. They're a scary team. Bryce Underwood can actually throw a pass. Okay, so sometimes or he has a problem of not making sure it gets into the opposing team's hands, but that is what it is. But they're back to having a rush game as well. Their rushing attack is scary. And this is a normal Michigan team. Sherrone Moore is keeping the Michigan traditions alive. Ryan Day has got an offense that can score either way and is exciting. We're going to cover this game. Before we get into the introduction and get into this game, hey, hit like and subscribe. It helps me out quite a bit. Doesn't cost you anything. And let me tell you something. I'm trying to get everything up and going on this. Also, if you want to help out in a different way, I got a Patreon link. It's in my link tree down below. You don't have to. I've got other links to other things in there as well. So let's get into this game. Hey folks, before we get into this video, let me stress a few things. The team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. These are the first two of General Robert Neyland's 7-game maxims. They're also, as been proven by folks that use these maxims in their life, some of whom went into combat in World War II, it can help you shape your life a little bit better. So, enjoy the sports on this channel, but also think about this. Think about those two maxims. Now, let's get into this. Since the Buckeyes are visiting, we're going to cover them first. Julian Sand, 239 completions, 301 attempts, 79.4% completion rate. Dude, that is one of the best quarterback completion rates I have seen from any team this year. He's 2,832 yards through the air, thrown 27 touchdowns, only had 4 interceptions, and only been sacked 6 times. His backup, Lincoln Keenholz, has actually thrown a touchdown. So they got 28 touchdowns through the air with 6 sacks and 4 interceptions. This QB room, let me just say, this QB room is impressive. Rushing, Bo Jackson, 129 carries, 835 yards, 5 touchdowns. James People, 61 carries, 344 yards, 3 touchdowns. Now, get this. C.J. Donaldson has only got 75 carries, only got 286 yards, but got 10 touchdowns. This man knows how to get into the end zone at the right time. Now, Bo Jackson does have a 64-yard long run. James People does have a 49-yard long run. But hey. Oh, and Isaiah West is thrown in for another two. Lincoln Keenholz threw in for two. They've got 24 touchdowns on the ground. So you're looking at that going, hey, they've got a rush game too, along with an air game. Jeremiah Smith's got caught 79 passes, 902 yards, 87-yard long run, got 10 touchdowns. Carnell Tate, 39 catches, 711 yards, 57-yard long run, 7 touchdowns. Max Clare and Brandon Ennis and Will Kekmarek, sorry, has got 2 touchdowns apiece. A few others got one pass that they've gotten into the end zone. 28 on the ground, or 24 on the ground, 28 through the air. Hey, scary team. Now let's take a look at their defense. 29 sacks on opposing quarterbacks. Not bad at all. Matter of fact, that's really good compared to a lot of teams. 26 pass deflections, 6 interceptions. You get in their secondary, yeah, you can do some damage there, but they've got 8 forced fumbles, 6 fumble recoveries. I'll be quite honest with you. This defense is mid. No joke. This is a mid defense. Not there are a group of 5 schools that have a better secondary than Ohio State. They're mid on forcing and stripping the ball. Their leading tackler is Sonny Styles, 63 tackles, half a sack, 3 pass deflections, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble. Arbel Reese, 59 tackles, 6.5 sacks, 2 pass deflections. Hayden Curry, 49 tackles, 9 sacks, 1 pass deflection, 1 forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries. Caleb Downs, 49 tackles, 1 sack. This dude's a safety, 2 interceptions. It is an interesting defense, but hey, they've won every game this year. Penalty wise, 48 penalties, 437 yards, 39 yards a game. I'm going to say this. There are certain teams that are the darlings of the officials, and Ohio State brings in the big bucks. Ohio State does a lot of things, but they're still kind of disciplined. But at the same time, you also have to look at, are they being helped in other ways? But hey, this is still a really good team. Actually, it's the best team in the nation. One of, and is an amazing team. A very amazing team. They have done everything that they needed to do. Few of the games were probably a little bit less than what they thought it would be, but they have torn through the Big Ten. They really have. They've torn through the Big Ten, and they've shown that they are still a dominant team. And they can score so well that they don't need to care about their defense so much. Now, when it comes to Michigan, Bryce Underwood, 171 of 275, 62.2% completion rate, 2,166 yards through the air, thrown 9 touchdowns but 5 interceptions. His backup's thrown an interception. He's been sacked 16 times. His backup got sacked once. So they've got 9 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 17 sacks. Their offensive line is going to be lunch, but not as bad as many teams. But they have no passing game. I mean, yeah, they do have 9 touchdowns, so they're having to rely on the run game. Jordan Marshall, 143 carries, 871 yards, 10 touchdowns. Justice Haynes, 121 for 857, 10 touchdowns. Haynes has got a 75-yard long run. Marshall's got a 65-yard long run. I'm taking a look at this and I'm going, they'd have a lot more yards if they had a slightly better offensive line. Bryce Underwood, 68 carries, 322 yards, got 5 touchdowns. Bryson Cudsdall, I'm not sure how to pronounce that dude's last name. 45 carries, 206 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jasper Parker's got 2 touchdowns, and Andrew Marsh got a touchdown. 32 touchdowns on the ground. So they're quite literally ground and pound in every sense of the word. Andrew Marsh has got 42 catches, 641 yards, 69-yard long run, three touchdowns. Donovan McCulley has got 32 catches, 488 yards, 44-yard long run, three touchdowns. Got a few other guys got one. Three other guys got one. So that's your nine touchdowns through the air. Now, they got 28 sacks on opposing quarterbacks. They got 40 pass deflections, 12 interceptions. Haven't scored on any of them, though. They have seven forced fumbles, five fumble recoveries. They've got a pretty decent secondary, which, hey, that's a good thing. They're getting to the opposing quarterback. That's a good thing. They're not stripping as much as you would expect them to do, stripping the ball from the opposing quarterback or opposing team. Now, tacklers. Ernest Hausman's got 68 tackles, one sack, one pass deflection. Jimmy Rolder's got 57 tackles, two sacks, one pass deflection, an interception, and a fumble recovery. Brandon Hillman's got 41 tackles, three pass deflections, one interception, one forced fumble. It's a really productive defense, really productive run game. Now, penalties, they're 47 for 410, 37 yards a game. Disciplined, but still, they're Michigan. They're darlings. Um, it's Bryce Underwood is what Bryce Underwood is. He has problems throwing the ball into the right person's hands, so they're having to rely on their run game. They've got a stout defense. Michigan's known for that. Hey, a la Charles Woodson. If they don't get their pass game started, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, yeah, they can ground and pound against Ohio State, and hey, their defense probably going to be one of the toughest defenses that Ohio State's faced this year. Hands down, it probably is the one of the best, if not the best, that they're going to face this year. It's going to be an interesting game from that perspective. Look, I I'm going to say this first and foremost. Michigan is leading this series 62-51 to 6. I am thinking that Ohio State should win this one. If Ryan Day learned anything from last year, he can't play Michigan's game. He's got to play his game. And with Julian saying there, with Bo Jackson, James Peoples, Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, yeah, he's got a team that's so diverse on the offensive side that even though they are facing the best defense that they faced, or one of, they've got enough weapons that you have to decide who you're going to guard. Michigan, you know, basically all they have to do is just focus on shutting down the line. Of all Ohio State has to do is shut down Michigan's line. They shut down that run game. What's Michigan got? Seriously, Michigan lost to a good Oklahoma team. Okay, Oklahoma is one of the top 10 rated teams in the nation right now. Oklahoma, they're winning by being defensive minded. USC, probably more of a surprise for Southern California than it was to Michigan that how that game ended. But you've got a good team at Michigan. They don't rate up against Ohio State. As long as Ryan Day plays his game, and I think last year he learned you play your game and do what you've got to do. So I think Ohio State's got this game. The professionals, when it comes to betting, trying to find this here. Let me let me find this here. The professionals are saying that this is going to be a 9.5 point favorite. That Ohio State's a 9.5 point favorite. That's what you're looking at on this. But hey, You tell me what you think. By the way, this has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. I hope that you liked the video. I really do. Hit like and subscribe for me, because I'm going to come out with far more videos, and you get all kinds of chance. Also, don't forget, my link tree's down below. You can get to my Patreon that way, or go to my other stuff. This has been Paul. Have a good day.